Hello and good morning everyone. Hope you're well today. Today I am at another historic place, which is actually quite a surprising one because we are technically in the centre of Sheffield. That's one of the main roundabouts and the thoroughfares around and out town. It is mad busy later on in the day. And then we arrived to this place, which as you can see is called Terminal Warehouse. You see all the iron plates there, that's Victorian engineering, and the big windows in the middle there. That's for warehousing, and used to have a pulley system to take goods in and out of it, because this area here that we're coming to is an old historical transport hub. Now you can tell by the style of the building that it isn't new. It was built quite a long time ago. You've got some old stuff that's been revamped, and obviously you've got some newer stuff as well. This is a very interesting spot. It was built in 1819, around 1819, 1820, and was made to be part of the trade route between Sheffield and Manchester, and part of the Sheffield system. You might get a bit of a clue with that, but I'm going to keep you guessing for just another minute or two. That building may give you a clue. We're getting closer, as you can see. Here we go. Here's the water. Welcome everybody. It's Victoria Quays. This is a canal basin smack bang in the middle of the busiest part of the city centre. Canal over there, as you can see, underneath the OVO building. So as you can see, that's a fantastic example of what used to happen. The canal barges would park there and be offloaded and taken either up or down on a pulley system around the place, and obviously they'd come through these areas here. Now I'm going to go around for you to see that, and these under the bridge areas here were storage areas originally, I'm assuming, and now have been revamped. In the 70s this was used as cargo storage. That's probably what these were used for. And this building here that we were just walking past, and it was derelict for some time and went into misuse, and then eventually in the 2000s they revamped the whole area, rebuilt it, so you've got mixed use office space and living space. And actually what you'll see now is these barges. You can rent these as holiday areas and holiday homes in the summer, or you're going to have people who live here as well. Mini speedboat there. Office buildings on one side. This place in summer is beautiful. Obviously it's January at the moment. There you go. How's that for a view from a hotel? Sadly, or strangely, I mean, they've kept the place, which is great. But look, you can see the traffic over there. That is one of the main thorough routes out to the motorway, to one of the main arterial routes of the country. That will take you out to junction 33 from the town centre. Well, let's have a quick look at this barge. I'm going to be careful because these are the homes of people. It's quite a large size barge. Summer Knot, that one's called. Steve and Barbara Jones. And there's a phone number if you want to. Oh, it's registration number. As I said, it is housing for some people as well. It is a home or a holiday home. That one over there is called Katie. But also, it's just an amazing thing that they've done, smack bang in the middle of the town. That bridge over there is actually a bridge for our tram system. So you've got the trams that go through Sheffield. You may have seen them in one of the previous videos that I did. And then there's this little secret. Now, it's still the same day that I've done some filming on the cholera monument and the kettlebells. So Junior's still with me. She's stood behind the camera, keeping out of the way, which I don't blame her, that's fine. But she hasn't seen this place before, so I thought I'd pop down and show her the spot. And here we go. So it's kind of a canal basin, and it joins into the Manchester Canal and the Sheffield Canal system. This runs for 5 or 6 miles towards Meadow Hall and the motorway. We're going to turn this way. There's a car park over there, busy streets, and you're into the town centre. And that, you can tell, is a classic warehousing operation for shipping. The canals were absolutely the most important part of industry in the 1800s, before the roadworks were, before the roadways. Now, the roadways and the railways have since subsequently taken over, and the railways were particularly good as well because they can take so much more, but the roadway is much more used now. But it was by canal. It was absolutely the way that industry and bales of wool or cotton from Manchester, or wool from Leeds, Bradford and Sheffield and that sort of area were transported. They would be transported here, processed, or just delivered on. But it was the easiest way to do it. You've seen the size of these barges. For you to fill them up, have them as open barges and fill them up, there's a lot that it can carry, much more, or at least as much as the modern trucks that you see on the roads today. But it's one of those where I think it's a slightly cleaner method of travel. I'm going to have a look over this way. That's something to do with the snooker. That's interesting. Not seen that before. That's the parking spot. That gets you into a car park in the back. There's some boats and cruises here, and then you've got seating space because they've actually got, when it's summer and warm, you've got cafes and you've got a little bar area around here as well. So it's quite nice. I mean, obviously we're off season at the moment, which is why it's not busy, but certainly it's a great spot in the summertime. Well, on any warm day actually, it's a great little place to come have a beer or have a coffee or whatever. And here we go. So this will give you an idea of the width of the barges. I'm going to come to this one over here. If you consider this in terms of filling it with stock or bales of cotton, bales of wool, or any goods, coal was transported on a lot of these. So you've got a little thing like this, which is the standard barge that everybody knows about, and then you've got one like this, which is at least double the width. This is one that you can take and you could go on a cruise actually. But if you look at the width of that and how much they could put in there, it's quite amazing. And it's still used, it's still in use, and it's still regularly visited, and it's just a real getaway. Have a look. It's still quite the getaway for people to come and enjoy a little bit of a day out. Passenger boats, you see, boat trips, dining, reserve a table, private parties. Private party on the water, you see. That's been here a long time. So what you've got is you've got visiting boats, and then you've got what they call permanent mooring. And a permanent mooring is what you do if you wanted to live here. And as you can see, the boats come in all sorts of shapes and sizes, and you've got these electrical or power point sort of areas, electric generation areas. There you go, Canal and River Trust, making life better by water. There we go, how's that? Gives you a little bit of history and a little bit of a wildlife feel to it. 2019 that was done. 2019 was the 200th anniversary. This place was refurbed to some extent, and there was a celebration of that. So I'm not going to go too far further on. I'm just going to show you a little bit more, because I just want to show you the bit where it curves around. We may have come to the wrong point in order to do that, but we'll see. I'm not tempted to jump in and swim. There is a bridge further back, but where you can go over the water to the other side, but obviously I missed it, so we'll take it round this side as far as we can go. As you can see, the canal does go round, and there is a walk. There is a walk around here. It's called the 5 Weir Walk, and it allows you to do that. So here we go, look. Sheffield Visitor Moorings. You can come here in a barge, and you can come and more up for 2 days. It gives you 2 days worth of visiting time, in which you're allowed to quite happily do. We're under the bridge, which is a really main road that takes you out of the city ring road, all the way into the motorway areas, and a lot of traffic going in and out, up and down the country, going that way and coming into town that way. And that's as far as we can go here. That's as far as I need to, I suppose. There's a cyclist lane on the other side. There's more further over. I'm going to try and get a little bit closer to the water, but not too close, because I'm not great on my feet. Here's the view from this side. We're going to walk back a little way, and then we'll call it a day for you. But yeah, there's a volunteer team that work here, and it's still, I mean, to say it's January, the 3rd or 4th week of January, still a couple of people pottering and milling about, as you can see. Little dog walker there. A little grey one there. I say a little grey one, it's probably 30 feet long. Probably longer than my house is tall. You probably can't make it out, but just on the top where it says Bertra PKS, it also says 69977, that's the registration number for it. All of these barges do have a registration number, just like cars do. And they get numbered by the Canal and River authorities, so people can identify them. There used to be a major case of theft back in the 30s, 40s and 50s for these things, so it was very important. That one's 77815. And this one is quite well done. There's some, that's obviously somebody's house, because that's insulation, and there's curtains on it, a chimney for a fire. This is where somebody lives, it's somebody's home. They live on a barge, and hey, why not? Spot on's a bit bigger and higher, a bit wider. It's got the classic portholes on the side. Oh, where's the life ring gone? Lifeboat ring, is that what they're called? Life ring, lifeboat ring. Just to give you an idea, that's the other side of that tunnel I was talking about, and the public car park. And that is the road that takes you around Sheffield on the ring road, which is particularly busy. But because it's enclosed in the basin, it's not very loud here, which is great. And there's that big, huge thing that you could hold a party or a private function on. Can you imagine that, having a party on the river here, on the canal? It's quite well lit up in the evening as well, actually. It's a really nice place. But there was a spot where I did a video, just an ambient video of nice, quiet spot on the canal, and it was done over here. I'm just going to walk across to the other side. That must have been the one of the barge masters' huts to stop people coming in. It says welcome to Victoria Quays on it, so let's go and have a look. I'm going to have to step over this chain, but I'll be alright. Junior, you're going to be alright to step over? Yeah, Junior says, oh, Junior's going to be good. The trick here is not to fall over into this thing. Oh, there you go, lifeboat rings, or life rings. I can't remember what they're called. So we'll step over here, although there is a way through. I've just sort of circumvented it a little bit. Houseboat hotels, there you go. That one's called Layla May. That one's called Millie Grace. You can book them. This obviously is the bit where you can turn this bridge. You can either raise it up or turn it for the boats to be able to go through, for the barges to be able to go through from this section of it to this section of it. And then here we go. It's now known as the Sheffield and Tinsley Canal. Welcome to Sheffield and Tinsley Canal and River Trust. Here we go, a little bit of information for you. The Sheffield and Tinsley Canal was opened in 1819 for the import of coal and the export of steel, Sheffield's most famous product. Over the water you can see the original straddle warehouse and the 19 storage arches, once a hive of industry. Today the towpath is perfect for a stroll towards Tinsley Lock Flight. Watch the ripples of water and relax. The Superdram is close by to bring you again. Search local canal to find out more. So that's the towpath. These are the arches, you can see them, they start there all the way along. Those are the industrial arches that they used. And that, of course, is the big warehousing operation that was there. And we'll just walk it over a little bit more. Darius Arts of London. And then we will call it a day, just as we get over here and a view of this building. And it always sort of freaks me out somewhat, or surprises me, that this is smack bang in the middle of the town centre, the city centre. Because it's a busy city, it's one of the bigger ones, it's got over 500,000 population. And then you've got this thing, which is just a really quiet, look, there's a tram over there, just leaving, and you've got a really quiet spot. Bit of a swan over there. Right in the middle. So if you wanted to take a break and just get away from it all, you could literally do that right here. Again, another home. Plant pots on top. So I think I'll finish it just over here, just with a view of this lovely building here that was the heart of industry of steel and coal. Let's just expand that out a little bit for you to have a look at. There we go. So guys, if you like that, hopefully I didn't bore you. And if you did like it, by all means, give it a like. Tell your friends. Subscribe. And hopefully, Millie says hello. Layla May says hello too. And I shall see you on the next one. Bye for now.